Greetings, beloveds. Beloveds, we come to you to speak of understanding what it is to be in an existent in multiple dimensions. What is referred to as this realm of the quantum is indeed without the time-space reality continuum that you exist in within reality. What exists in realm of the quantum is where you are multi-dimensional beings of light. Understand that light will bend, light will refract. And in this aspect, light is all pervasive. When you interact with what seems to be another in this dimension, beloved, you are always interacting with self. You are allowing yourself to have an experience of multitude of personalities, aspects. You not only understand what it is to have the beginning, the middle, and the end, but there are also layers of dimensions where everything exists all at once, and you are then allowed to pick and choose. It is as if you walked into a vast library with billions of volumes, and you had chosen a book from this section and one from that section, and all of that becomes the compendium of what you know as your records. You say, I wish to have this experience, I wish to fill in this gap where this has not yet happened, and I wish to understand why this would occur and why there would be that desire and why there would be this understanding and why there would be this relationship. And you string all of this together, beloved, and then it becomes the volume of what you come to know as your records. But understand, beloveds, that there are no mistakes, there are no accidents, there are no coincidences. You have drawn to you everyone that you have said, come and join me in this journey, come and help me to understand what it is to be. Now, beloveds, here is the contradiction. You have been told that you are trying to be other than the way that God had created you, but you must understand that if God has truly been the creator of all of this, then there is no place that God could not be. So it is not that you are experiencing how to be other than the way that God created you to be. You are actually experiencing other aspects of the Godhood. Does this make sense? So there are no mistakes, there are no errors, there is nothing that is occurring that has not been signed off upon. There is nothing that is occurring that is anything other than you having said yes to your assignment. And we would like to say that you truly all have understood the assignment. You are all living exactly, truly into the depths of the experiences you have all agreed to have. There are none of you, not one, in the billions and billions and billions of aspects of dimensions that are doing anything to the contrary. So even the very idea of forgiveness is not something that applies, or what would you need to forgive when you are doing exactly what has been asked of you? Beloveds, what we are asking you to do at this time, though, is to allow yourselves to remember the aspects of your own divinity. When you allow yourself to be at peace, when you allow yourself to say, yes, I am choosing to experience this emotion. Yes, I am choosing to have this experience. Yes, I want to know life. Yes, I want to know death. Yes, I want to know what it is to be a male. Yes, I want to know what it is to be a female. You are allowing yourself to bring into duality a concept of wholeness. And that is not something that has existed, for there has always been what is missing, what it is that has not yet been experienced, what it is that I have not wanted to remember, what it is that I have not yet been willing to allow. Beloved, you are gods and goddesses. You are creator beings. How can you possibly say that there is anything that is missing from what you consider yourselves to be? There is nothing that is missing, beloved ones. There is nothing that you need to long for For if you truly desire to have experience, you only need call it forth. If you want to know what it is that you have signed on to experience, beloveds, take a look at your lives. You have been told time and time again that every experience that you have has been drawn by you, meant to be experienced by you. Understand that you volunteered. Understand that when it was said, who would like to have this experience? But you were the ones who raised your hands. There is nothing, beloveds, that is happening by chance. There is nothing that is happening by accident. Imagine the forces of the universe that would take place for two cars to crash into one another, two beings to be matched on these telephone apps for dating. You all know one another, and you pretend that you don't. Congratulations. Enjoy the journey. That is all this is, beloveds. This is just a journey of remembrance. And when you allow yourself to come into full cognition, you will allow yourself to completely ascend back to the realm of quantum, or in the quantum, all exists. There is no one that goes without. No one is hungry, no one is poor, no one is lonely. How can you be when you occupy all points of view at once? So you must begin to ask yourselves, beloved ones, are you willing to remember? For that is the only prayer. I am willing to remember. I am willing to unassign the egoic structure as the governing force behind all that I say and all that I do and all that I desire. You allow yourselves to come back into the full recognition of the angelic beings that you are. You call upon us, you ask us for assistance, and we come to you and we help you to restore and establish and reestablish that which you truly are. For truly, you are at one, you are at peace, and you have merely allowed yourself to pretend, or playing a game of pretend, beloveds, that you are not where you want to be. I am not worthy, you say. How is that possible when you are the energy of the universe? I do not deserve. How is that possible when you are the one who's created the stars? I cannot have. How is that possible when you are the one who gives generously to all of life? Beloveds, the only requirement is for you to allow yourselves to remember, and you can have all that you desire. You are having all that you desire. You have done one thing and one thing only, and that is you have allowed yourself to stick your head in the sand and think that there is nothing that is happening and no one can see you. Beloved, you are known and you are seen by all. There is nothing that is hidden. There is nothing that is secret. There is much that is sacred, and that exists within you. The beauty that you are, the grace that you are, the divinity that you are is apparent to all of us who are watching. And we watch, beloveds. We are always watching. So beautiful, magnificent beings, know that I am with you always, as we all are. We love you beyond description. We are you, and we are with you. You need never feel alone. You never need to feel disconnected. You never need to feel that life is not worth living. For all culminates in one final expression of what it is to be the love, the light, and the joy of divinity itself. When you need our assistance, allow us to come to you. The truth of you is more magnificent than you have allowed yourself to remember. Let us show you truly Allow us to come to you. Allow us to be with you. Allow us to help you to remember the truth. Blessings to you always, beloved ones. You have been chosen to come forth. You have been chosen to be here. There is an understanding and a resonance amongst all of you. Find the way for you to be woven back into the fabric of the truth of existence. You go with our grace. You go with our love always. Merely call upon us. There is naught that can be done without your permission, nor will there ever be. So whatever it is that you decide that you want to experience, ask, and it is given unto you always. We thank you, beloveds, for this audience. We thank you for your presence with ours. Go forth in love, precious and beloved beings. We love you, and indeed we will speak with you again.